For those of you that are not familiar with reloading, we're going to go over what tools you'd need, components you need, and the cost of it. And so we'll get up here to the computer. I use Graph & Sons. I'm not trying to sell anything in that. I'm just quoting prices so people can understand what the cost is. I may not be able to advertise this. And also, if you would please hit the like button and subscribe. So let's get into it. Alright, first off you're going to need a set of dies, and depending on what you buy, like Foresters are over $100, Hornady is $47.69. You can get a complete set of Lees for $33.29, and Lyman's $44.90, and just a simple RCBS for $47.69. So it's not a rare, or it's a common die set, and that's about $40-50. If you really want to save money, there's nothing wrong with the Lee. Actually, I got a Lee crimp die that I needed. I like to use them. And I would go with RCBS, but what I do have, also if you look for used dies, that's what I got, is a Lyman set, which is adequate, and it'll be fine for that. Okay, so next we went with a bullet. 60 grain bullets were hard to find. I got this Match King, A, because of the price, and B, they had a lot of them in stock, which may or may not have been an issue because the Match King is more designed for target shooting than hunting purposes like the Blitz or the Hollow Point. But the thing is also, Sierra warned that when you drive these bullets over a certain velocity, they could break apart or tear the jackets off. The fact that this is a little bit tougher, I may be able to get more velocity out of it, and if the accuracy is there, you know, and like I'll go over with my buddy, I may have to go back to the drawing board, but this may work for coyotes on his property, especially if we soup it up and get going. And the cost there, you're looking at 22 cents a piece, common price for these bullets. They could be more expensive depending on if you're getting something specialized, but about 22 cents a piece is what a 22 caliber rifle bullet just about costs. And now the next is brass. And another thing, even if you don't reload, save your brass, because you can find somebody maybe that'll reload it for you and it'll save you some money, because Hornady brass, $1.02 a piece, unprimed. Alright, that's Hornady brass. Why is the price $1.02 here, and this loose 74 cents. Lapua is $1.37. Norma $1.16. Nosler $1.34. Privy Partisan, which is halfway decent brass, it ain't the best, 78 cents a piece. And Winchester 69. Alright, and you can get bags of 50, lots of 50 or 100. What I got was pulled down brass with a primer at 47 cents a piece, which kind of kills two birds with one stone, because you're looking at 10 to 15 cents for a primer. Now, even though it's 47 cents a piece, when it comes out with shipping, handling, and all of these things, the price goes up, and the cases actually cost 53 cents a piece. Okay? Now we'll talk about powder. So these are the components you're going to need. This is an idea of what the cost is. That's why saving or scrounging up the brass is a good idea. It'll save you some money. Now, powder. What kind of spurred this whole thing on is I went and found what I thought was Reloader 15, but if you notice, it's 15.5, which is a fairly new powder. It wasn't that expensive. It was $4.50 to get it shipped. with everything, you know, or 50. And I was going to use it for 7.62 50 grain bullets for my rifles, and using a military round, because Reloader 15 is very good. Had good results with it. No, it's regulated for shooting a 180 grain bullet out of the NATO round, or 308 Winchester. So I kind of got pissed. I thought it was something else. I thought it was just 15, which it's not. So looking through a chart, and it's new, so there's not a lot of load data. The only thing you find is the gun magazines, and that it's not on any forums. Nobody's used it. You know, you put 15.5 and most of the information you get is for Reloader 15. But there is a recipe from Alliant, a chart for 22-250 and a 6.5 Creedmoor. So I'm going to try that powder. I'll do a separate video on the powder and explain it a little more. And I'm going to use that in these two calibers for hunting rounds and see what results I get. It could be the results won't be good. You know, you don't know, okay, until you go and develop a load. And basically, like with the 22-250, it's going to be about 40 rounds in a series. And that's how I'm going to do 5-round strings, 40 rounds, from minimum to max, and see what I end up with. Alright, stay tuned, and we'll get into the reloading process probably a little bit later on today.